Hi class, Dr. Dilmar here. I'm in a new office and just moved in not too many days ago, and so I'm kind of living out of boxes and getting used to the setup. So I did want to be able to share kind of my face so you can put a face with a name, but I'm not going to keep the video on the entire time. I'm just going to have the screen showing. So forgive me, but there's some awkward lighting and I'm looking down at a very tiny webcam on a laptop right now, so it's a little awkward. So we're going to flip over to just so that you can see the screen, but I did want to be able to share kind of what I look like with you, just so you can visualize when I'm writing messages to you back and forth. So hello, and I'm going to now switch over. So let's get that done. Okay, so now you should only be able to see the screen, and just wanted to kind of drop you a quick line about week 3. First of all, your papers for last week, your first weekly assignment paper. I'm working on grading those. I started today, and I anticipate the rest of them will be done tonight or in the morning. Week 3 is what we're into right now currently. We started that this week, and so we've got our week 3 overview, the tip of the week, and then our week 3 discussion board. Remember, we're all using group 1. Okay, so I wanted to just kind of go into the week 3 overview very quickly. As you see, that this is going to focus on ethnicity and social class. For this week, you've got a couple of articles here to read. Please do make sure that you look at the tip of the week. This self-assessment is not for a grade, but it kind of helps you make sure that you're tracking the understanding for the week before you dig into the assignment. The good news this week is that there's only discussion board activities. There's not a paper that's also due, so I know that you probably love hearing that. You know, it's a lot easier to do the discussion board activities instead of the papers on top of that. So just make sure that you pay attention that there are 3 3 replies that are due. And those will be due on Sunday. Of course, your initial post is due on day 3, Wednesday. And I'll try to get those discussions from last week also graded by tomorrow. That way, as you answer this post for this Wednesday, you'll have some clarity on making sure that you're answering the discussion boards sufficiently. I don't anticipate anybody having any issues, though. Most of you are just by nature, you're teachers and you're working on a graduate degree, so you're going to be overachievers. Alrighty, so week 3, that's what you're working on. I'm getting grades posted. What I'd like to do is have a discussion at some point in the future soon. Maybe we'll have an open forum where you can ask questions, or maybe I'll just have you submit questions and then I'll review them. But somehow, some way, I want to have a discussion about some of the end of the course assignments that are due. So I just want to show you real quick that if you go into your table of contents and you go down into week 13, you can see here week 13 you're going to have a bi-weekly assignment and a discussion board, and then you come to the end of the course, and the end of the course has a transformation of schools project that's due. There's a log sheet that's due and a discussion board. So the end of the class ends kind of with a bang, with several things that's due. This transformation of schools project and your log sheet of field experience hours, that is something that can sneak up on you very quickly. It's going to be February next week, and before you know it, we'll be into April, which is wonderful for those of us looking forward to a summer vacation. But anyway, what I'd like you to do is go ahead and start looking at over the next week or so, especially since this is a week when there's not a paper due. Just kind of dig around a little bit, peruse if you haven't already the transformation of schools project and the requirements for the documentation log sheet. And that way, when it comes to the point where we have our conversation, you'll be well informed as to whether or not you have questions, or you'll be able to say sufficiently, no, I don't have questions. So just make sure you go ahead and start looking at that, and and then we'll come up with a way, whether it's going to be live and interactive or one way. Basically, will it be synchronous or asynchronous when we discuss those projects and any questions you might have. And that's really all I have for the week. If you have any questions, shout out to me, give me an email. Right now it looks like I'm caught up on all the emails from your course, so if you have written me to ask a question and I have not responded, please make sure that you reach back out to me. I hope you guys have a great week. Talk to you soon.